Got an old grinner. Get you out, buddy. Get you out. Put your place right there. Okay. I'm trying to help you here. You tangled up so bad. Dude, how'd you do this? There's no sense in dispatching him. I'm not going to use him for anything. A lot of people think the trappers just go in and shoot and kill and shoot, do whatever, but that's not the case. If you're not going to utilize that animal for the meat or the fur, let it go. Let it go. I'll toss him down the hill. Come on, baby. Whoa. That's a good set too. I've had success right here. Let me get up here and set this thing. Covered in mud. Them number 3 is good traps. I'll do a reset and tighten up my bait just a little bit. It's a little bit loose. He's worked it loose. So I'll do a reset. Move on. But that's how we roll. If you don't use it, release it. Whether it's for the meat or the fur, whatever the case may be. If you're not going to use anything on it, let it go. But Rowan Smith Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. And as always, go farther, stay longer. Hit you out in the field. Now what I'm doing is where I caught the possum. I'm doing a reset. And shorts are about 45 or 46, maybe a little warmer today. Near 50. But got some snow coming in, cold weather. So what I do is I reset my trap and I lay a piece of wax paper down in the bed, put the trap on top of the wax paper. Put a little bit of calcium chloride down. That'll keep that trap firing regardless of how cold it may get. Get me a non-bleach coffee filter. And I have caught a lot of coyote like this. Now due to all the rain, carried me a small bucket of sealed dirt. Now before I go any farther, a little more calcium chloride. I'll layer it. what I like to cap it off with is just a little bit of mulch. Now, let me tell you something about this, or peat moss. You put too much of this on there, it gets wet. Now I'm talking from experience. It gets wet and it freezes. That's going to bind. It's going to create a shell over top of your trap bed area. You don't want to use a lot of this. Just enough to conceal the trap or the fresh dirt that you've used. You know, a lot of people like to use different things, but this is my just enough to conceal fresh dirt. There's my trap bed area. There's my pan. That's all I need. I'll rebuild my cubby, tighten up the bait. Now here's the key. Dry bag, equipment, trap gloves. Don't never handle bait with the same gloves. You put the scent on that trap if you do. A little gross, but it's all right. Do a little reconfigurating here. Yeah. You want to make sure that your bait is wired in good, because they will come in, snatch that off, and it's gone. Yeah, that's nice and ripe, trust me. Ooh, baby. Now, rebuild the cubby. Now you know my pan is right there. Put your little step over stick right there, right there. Push your cubby back together. Take you a few wet leaves from around the area and conceal the best you can. Take your little Dobbins heavy caster, find your limb, put your little bit of Dobbins out. That's good stuff. I'll conceal this a little better. There ain't gonna hurt a thing. I'll get a few leaves right back in here, right around the area. Yeah, ain't gonna hurt a thing. There it is. Rebuilt your cubby. Let's see if we get a shot of that. Now, put me maybe a little bit of fish oil out. Maybe just a little. just a little. Official. That's about all you need. A couple slings of that right there. Make sure this don't fall over. I don't much care for that. Yeah, like it right there. Yeah. Just like it right there. Got the number 3 in there. Yeah. It's a good ways down here. Kind of steep. I got my crampons on, but still. Go ahead and winterize your traps just because it's, I mean, it's just the end of January. I can glass this trap from a distance and see what's going on. And by me considering the weather, and go ahead and winterize that, keeping it wax paper down in the bottom. You layer it, wax paper, put your trap, seat your trap. If you have to add a little dirt on top of the wax paper to get it good and seated where it won't tip, that's fine. Put your little calcium chloride down in there. Then surround it with dirt, put your little more calcium chloride, put your trap pan cover on it, put the dirt to it, a little bit of calcium chloride. And then cap it off with peat moss. Like I said, you put too much of that peat moss on there, I've had it to happen. It'll bind. If it gets wet and then gets froze, it'll bind and create a shell over top of your trap, and there's no way it can throw. It won't throw. But this is winterized. This is good to go. Like I said, I'll glass it from a distance. Move forward. But that's how I do my resets. Especially if you've got bad weather coming in. But this Roll Smith Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance, as always, go farther, stay longer. Catch you out in the field.